It has been forever, but we are finally bringing back our 1 week, 1 skein challenge. Home decor edition. Hello my friends, welcome back. I'm very excited today to hopefully get going on a new project. I have been in quite a knitting and crocheting and general making slump lately, and I have been deep diving into the internet. I have been trying so hard to figure out what I want to do, to find some inspiration, and I thought maybe a 1 week, 1 skein challenge might help. And I had a really good time making a wall hanging in one of my challenges before out of some hand spun. I will link that for you if you haven't seen it, because it was the best time ever and I loved making it so much. So I thought maybe I could do that. Not the exact same project, but something similar. And I actually sat down yesterday and I filmed an intro, and I picked a project, and I wound up some hand spun yarn, and I started it, and I got about 2 inches done, and oh my gosh, I hated it. I hated it so much. It was just not the vibe that I was looking for right now. I just don't think that the colors of that yarn were doing the stitch pattern any justice. It was just not working. So I slept on it. I spent some time in the internet once again, and I'm feeling refreshed and rejuvenated today, and I have a different idea. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, I'm not picking out of the mug. I can't right now. I need to go with my heart. Having mystery involved in this is just not the vibe at the moment. It's not gonna work for me. But I found something online that has completely and totally inspired me. And I'm going to put a little screen recording of myself looking through this. This is called A New Twist on Tapestry Wall Art by Connie Lee Lynch. And this is a really amazing wall tapestry that is basically linen stitch crochet. Now this was apparently in a spin-off magazine article from summer 2021. I did find kind of a synopsis article on their website, but it doesn't have the whole official pattern that has like mounting instructions and everything like that. But I think I can figure it out. What really inspired me, I saw this and it caught my eye, but when I went to the projects, most of the projects on this pattern are done by the designer themselves, but it seems like this person maybe lives in Hawaii. I'm not sure, but a lot of the things are inspired by the ocean, by Hawaii. There's a lot of mentions of it. So these tapestries, wall hangings, whatever you want to call them, are so beautiful, so inspiring. Like, look at this one. This is so cool. So beautiful. And I love this purple one as well. There are some tiny ones, some big ones, pictures on the beach. Look at this one. How cool is this? Look at this picture. It's so amazing. Just wow. Just wow. So I really am inspired by these, and I want to try to do something about that. Now, I am not going to try like color changing. I don't think I'm going to try any kind of pattern, design, whatever. I think I'm just going to make a big rectangle and it's going to be a wall hanging. Is that boring to some people? Maybe. But I think it's going to be really fun. And here is the yarn that I have picked. Right? Right? How do we feel about this? This is some South Down. Ooh, focus please. Come on. There we go. This is some South Down that I spun in the Tour de Fleece, I think in 2024? 23? It must have been 24. This is kind of like heavy worsted Aran leaning towards bulky, but in some places it's more worsted. And I love this yarn. I love the colors. I love how it came out. It's so squishy, but I've never known what I wanted to do with it. I only have this one skein. I don't remember how much yardage I have. I do have it written down somewhere. But I just really have always wanted to make something with this, and I never knew what, and I couldn't figure it out. And I think it would be really fun to make a wall hanging and maybe put it over my couch. So I'm thinking long and short. Maybe. I think that would be really fun to center it over my couch maybe. I think it could be cool. So here's the plan. Obviously, I do not have the actual pattern, and this designer, in a lot of the descriptions of other projects that they've done, leaves notes on how many they've chained and what size hook they used and stuff. So I think it's very variable and you can make it work however you want to. So my plan is I have a US H 5mm hook sitting next to me because this is what I was using yesterday for my failed 1 week one skein. And I think I'm just gonna go with it and see how this hook feels. I'm going to start with a foundation single crochet chain until I feel like stopping, until it reaches a length that I feel is good. I think what I'm gonna do is once I ball this up, I'm going to weigh it. And as I go with the chain, once I get as long as I want the chain to be, I'm gonna weigh it again and then do a little bit of math, see how many approximate rows I can get out of it. I know that's not gonna be super accurate, but it'll give me at least a good idea. And so then that'll let me know if I can go further with the chain, if I have to take some out, if I'm gonna have it be a height that I like, all that kind of stuff. I could swatch, but I'm not going to because I'm in a slump and I need something that makes me feel fun right now. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Wish me luck. I am going to go ball this up and get going, get working on this. I think also this yarn is really fun. I think it's going to lend some good texture to what we're working on. So here we go. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this, but I might have just shown myself winding up the ball, and I had a bit of a moment where I was trying to decide which end I wanted to wind first. And normally I don't care that much about this kind of thing, but I remembered that this was a bit of a gradient when I spun it up. This, I forgot to say, was dyed up by Malia Made It on Etsy. I will link them. And I can't quite remember exactly how things were presented. I do have an entire Tour de Fleece series of vlogs where I went through the process of spinning this. I will link that as well. But every day I had a new color, and I don't remember. I did do a 2-ply, but I don't remember exactly how the colors were presented when I opened the packages, but there is a slight gradient, and I decided to start winding it so that the green was on the inside, so I ended up with this darker purpley color. Ooh, that's not showing accurately. But it's basically like a purple and orange on the outside, and then it goes to like a green and orange, and then like a green and yellow on the inside. I am an outside puller. I don't like to center pull unless I have to. So what that means is that this is going to be my bottom of the piece, and then I will have the brighter color on the top, and I think that is what I'm going to prefer. So now I'm going to weigh it, and then I'm gonna get to chaining, I guess. I'm gonna do a foundation single crochet chain because I don't like chaining, and it never works out for me. So now let's get into it. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. So I did a foundation single crochet row, and then I've done 6 rows past that. I probably should have stopped sooner because I'm getting a little crampy, but I wanted to do one more row. I wanted to do one more. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I don't know if I can show you. Oh, it's gonna be hard because it's narrow and it really wants to find my eyeballs. But this is so much fun. I probably did not even need to do linen stitch. I could have just done single crochets, double crochets, half double, whatever. I could have done any stitch and it would look cool because of how bright and textured this yarn is. I love it. It's so good. It's kind of funny, this side is a little wonky looking just because I've had a few rows where like the bigger section of yarn, like a thicker piece, ends up like right at the edge, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We will make it all work. If I have to, you know, whenever I mount it or hang it, we'll just tuck some things in there. It'll be fine. I am loving this. I'm almost done. It looks so, at least for me, it looks so pink, but it is not. It is very much like purple and yellow and orange. So far, we are getting closer to transitioning into the like orangey greeny section. And let me tell you what I did. I did 125 stitches for my foundation chain. It is about 30-ish inches. I think it's like just a tiny bit shy of that. And it'll probably stretch when I block it. And based on some very rough math, I think it's gonna end up being about 10 inches tall. Very rough. Don't care if I get there or not. It's fine. This is so much fun, but I think I have to stop crocheting for today. Hopefully, you know, I mean, I would think this won't take that long, but I do know that I usually have a pretty limited amount of crocheting in me each day, so hoping we can get this done this week. I will come back tomorrow and update you. We have a problem. We have a problem, and the problem is I can't stop. I can't stop working on this. I have done 20 rows, and it is just like absolutely not showing up very well on camera, but it is so fun. Oh my gosh, it's like such a sunset right now. It's beautiful. And I just sat on my TV remote. I was like, what is happening over there? I was sitting on it. I haven't weighed it. Oh, that's what I meant to do when I was downstairs. I was gonna grab my scale, but I haven't weighed it. I think I'm like at least halfway done. And then it will go to this brighter color at the top. I love it. I can't stop working on it, but my wrist hurts and my neck hurts and my tummy hurts, which is unrelated to the crocheting, but I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough day and I just want to crochet. I 100% should not have done 20 rows so far. I did, I think like 2 more rows yesterday evening after my last check-in, I like just really wanted to pick it up and work on something. So I did 2 more rows and then I did the rest of it this morning while I was working on some editing, and I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it because I need to stop before things hurt instead of waiting till they hurt to stop. And I just love it. And it's going so fast and I just want to be done with it so that I can figure out how I'm going to mount it. I'm super excited about that. I think today, when I'm filming right now, is Friday. So hopefully I will get Joe's opinion on things over the weekend and he can help me figure out how I want to mount it, and we can figure that out. I'm going to go feel sorry for myself for a little bit because I can't crochet anymore today. I have to cut myself off and my tummy hurts and I'm starving, but my tummy hurts. Wait 1 second, I had one more question for you. This is my netty vest, a version of my netty vest. Let me move closer to you. I'm gonna kind of cut myself off for a second, but this is an older version of my netty vest that I made and decided instead of the I-cord edge, I decided to put ribbing on it. Oh, I'm messing with the light. It does not like this. But I feel like it has gotten quite stretched out over the years that I've had this and worn it. I've worn it a lot and I feel like this ribbing has gotten stretched out. What should I do? Should I try to take the ribbing off and do the I-cord so it matches the original pattern? Should I add some elastic in here? Should I just like put a little like make a little seam and like tack the ribbing down so that I take a little bit of that like stretch that's gone, that has like given up, is like, you know, what should I do? This is made with hand spun as well, so I think that's like part of what's going on. Like it just doesn't have the same type of like spring back that other yarns have. So it's gotten a bit stretched out and it's a little bit funky and wobbly. See? That wasn't like that for like the first at least year that I wore this, and then it just started getting looser and looser. Let me know if you have any thoughts. It has been a few days. Oops. But here's what happened. I finished it. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. I finished it. The ends have been woven in. It has been blocked. I just didn't, that's the wrong side. I just didn't trim the ends since it's been blocked. I love it. This is so much fun. And then I was like, okay, well, it's soaking wet, so I'm not going to give you an update right now. And then I had to get supplies for the next step. And then I got a migraine, and the next step involves loud noises. So I didn't want to deal with it. So here we are. We are officially like 1 week and 1 day after I started this, technically, but like there were like 4 days in there that I didn't work on it while I was waiting for things to dry and assembling supplies and everything. So like honestly, I think I pretty much did this in like 4 days total for this one skein. Anyway, this turned out to be approximately about 8 by 28 in the end. I think I did 36 rows total of my linen stitch. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. And then I was trying to figure out how I wanted to mount it, and I was looking for options, and I could not find anything without spending a lot of money for something custom to size perfectly for this. And I just didn't want to do that. This isn't like being sold. It's not going in a show. It's just hanging on my wall. So I wanted a simple solution. So what I did is I got a pack of 4 of these 10 by 10 wooden panels. So they're like 3-dimensional. They will pop off the wall. and I got a pack of 4. So Joe kindly attached 3 of them together for me. So now I have, you can see that they're attached in the back. I have this 10 by 30 panel, which should perfectly allow me 1 inch on all sides of my 8 by 28 panel. So I'm going to get to work on marking this. And then I have these, oh my gosh, there's like hair that was crocheted into it. I have a super old pack of like really cheap nails and tacks and things. I have kind of an option of, there's no way you're gonna be able to see this. I have gold or silver options. And I don't know what I like better with this. I feel like, no, I think I like the silver better. The silver has a smaller head on it, and I think it will blend in a little bit more. And also just kind of like, I know it's so small and you're not really gonna be able to see it, but I think it's going to blend or like mesh with what I have in this room a little bit better. So the plan is I'm gonna get measuring, and I think I'm gonna use a pencil to just make some dots on this wood about 1 inch apart. I think spacing the nails about 1 inch apart is good. And then I'm gonna put on an audiobook and I'm gonna get to hammering, and I will talk to you in a little bit when I'm done. I have never been happier. Oh my God, I love this. I love this so much. Something that I did not think through is the length of my nails that I used. So they are all sticking through to the back, and it's like slightly dangerous back here, but they don't stick out past the wood itself, so I'm not like super concerned. I can also like take my hammer and kind of like bang them down a little bit. I don't know. I'll ask Joe if he has any thoughts on that, but I'm not undoing it. This is so good. This is so good. I love this more than anything I've ever made, probably, potentially. I don't know. So I think I showed you myself hammering things in. Do not make fun of my hammering skills. I'm very weak, okay? And this hammer is really heavy. So I hammered everything in, and then I just kind of like lightly stretched the piece, the crochet piece, over onto the nails, like nothing really special, just kind of made sure that it was hooked on there. And then I just kind of felt around, and if there were any nails that were like sticking up a little bit higher than others, I just kind of gave them a bang in and even things out as much as I could, but I'm not like that concerned about how even it is. Now we have to decide. Hang on, let me situate you. Can you see this? Pardon my mess, but where do we want this? Should I hang it centered over the couch? Centered on the wall? It's not that different. I think, hang on. Let me zoom you in. I just remembered my camera has zoom functionality. Look at that. It's not that much, but what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? What do we want to do? I'm in love. I just stabbed myself with a nail. I need to figure this out. This is so good. I've never been happier. I love this. Thanks for coming along with me. Happy 1 week, 1 skein. We're back in action. I will definitely be doing more things like this. Let me know if you try it yourself. Oh, and take care of you. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.